Do we have the man, the champ on the line? I'm hoping we do, of course. Oh, MenaRD, what's good, fam?
What's good, family? What's good? How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Feeling great about that tournament.
Man, it's nice because like I feel like I've been in this spot a couple of times with Mena Winner's interview for Capcom Pro Tour where he qualifies for Capcom Cup, but finally we got Capcom Cup for real back, right? So you're going to be able to return to that promised land. It's a beautiful thing for sure. Now, for my first question, I do have something alluding to EVO for you a little bit. We know EVO's next week, of course. We know that you're going to be there. Does you now qualifying for Capcom Cup help or hurt your like drive going into EVO at all? Because obviously that is another Capcom Cup qualifying position, right? So now that you've qualified for that, does it affect you at all going into your EVO run?
No, actually, the only person this affects is Brian. I guess he qualified for Capcom Cup, or I don't know, because I'm counting on winning EVO anyway. I don't care if I was qualified or not.
That is the answers that I like to hear. Most definitely. That is a fantastic answer.
Well, you've really been putting in work big time and traveling a lot, too. Something I wanted to ask you about. You were at the Saudi event not long ago. You know, here you are back home, and then this coming weekend is going to be Vegas. It's a ton of travel. It's a ton of time spent. How do you keep your skills as high as they are with that kind of schedule?
Well, the first thing is that I always carry my gaming laptop with me, and I have been like really disciplined with the game. Street Fighter 6 is almost out, and I didn't get to meet all the goals I wanted to, and I guess this is the last competitive year of the game, so I want to do it all this year, and I have been playing every single day. Even like if I'm in the airplane and I can play, I'm gonna study the bots, I'm gonna download videos, and as soon as I land, I'm gonna play. As soon as I landed into Saudi Arabia, a 30-hour plus flight, I played like 200 games with the birds. So it's just a lot of consistency with the game, and I've seen the improvements. Like, it really works.
Yeah, I feel like you've been playing so well constantly. And it's great to hear the work ethic paying off. So I have a question that's a little bit, I guess, just of my personal bias. Something that I really want to know is that your decision making in these games at this high level, I think, is a little bit. It has some uncharacteristic decisions when I look at other high-level players. For example, like your match up against Gamer B in Saudi Arabia, right, where it was like the Luke Mir. I think that was Losers Finals or something like that. You were willing to jump on the Luke, just like you were willing to jump on the Guile here. I feel like a lot of players in your position kind of keep their feet planted on the ground, even when someone's kind of just projectile zoning them down. Can you kind of like elaborate a little bit on your willingness to do these things up against these opponents?
I think the thing is you have to play to your strengths. The way I play, it's like I can be really good at the traditional way of playing. I can do fireball, I can anti-air, I can be patient. But my strength, what makes me special, I think, in the game is the pattern recognition. I see the patterns. I know what people are weak to. And I feel like I have to take those risks to win, to be special against these kind of players. If I play Tokido, who fights the traditional style in Japan every single day 500 times, I might lose because I don't have that much exposition to that style. But he doesn't have exposition to the Mena style, that is seeing a pattern and then trying to punish it, even if it requires a risk. And that can like get a lot of people off guard, but also then if I do it, they put their attention into that, and I can play clean, and they might get hit a lot, or waiting for me to jump or to dash or anything. If I decide to play patient, then they are in that mind game.
That's a fantastic answer. That's exactly what I wanted to know, so thank you for that.
Yeah, and I want to extend on that a little bit. Talk to me about your character selection. You historically played Birdie, but we've seen you play a ton of different characters over the last few years. Today, Luke, but we see you play a lot of characters pretty often. How do you make those choices, and is it related to your capitalizing on what you feel like is your strengths?
Well, I try to play matchups completely in an optimized way. I don't try to go by feeling. Let's say I really love Guile Birdie because it's a matchup I played a lot. But if it worst comes to worst, I'm gonna try Luke. I try Luke against Brian because Luke is the best blind pick option, but my actual option against Guile is Balrog. So I try to be objective with it. Like, what's the best matchup that I have? And if I'm losing it, then I just have to grind it out. I made that mistake in Sully. I went Birdie against Crimson. That didn't go well, and it's still another lesson. I'm still trying to adjust to that, but I have to be objective in the characters that I play and the matchups that I decide to play.
Let's talk about your scene and the Caribbean. It is a scene that over the last several years has had so much more exposure than had previously been there, and we've seen a ton of strong players. I feel like we're on at least like the second or third generation, maybe even, of Street Fighter V players from that scene. You talked a little bit, even in the first quote that we had from you, about Jimmy. Can you talk about the development of that scene, and without pumping your own horn too much, like how much you feel like you and your CPT win and your efforts TOing have made an impact on that?
It has definitely it has an impact, but nothing is gonna happen if people don't put the effort in. I can be the greatest inspiration. I can make the best tournament. I can give free money to people to play Street Fighter, and if they don't have it in them, if they don't want to put that effort and have that consistency, nothing is gonna happen from that. So there's zero merit to me in these players being better. It's all them. I just try for them to have the better tools than what I had when I first started. But that doesn't mean that I had anything to do with the process. Like today, let's say Brian is right here in my house. He has a station here, good internet. He doesn't have electricity problems, and I made sure of that. But even if everything was perfect for him to play, if he didn't put the effort and sucked at the game, he was not gonna go far. So that's the thing. Like I don't feel I directly impacted that much, but I did help with having that platform, having a place to go, having someone to ask advice to, and that helps in the process. But the end result, it's 95% personal effort.
Man, it's like I don't even know what to say. That was such a good answer. Like, my goodness, I don't know. Your sponsors are a lucky team for sure. You definitely know how to talk, my man. That is definitely super, super good, super wholesome to hear for sure. So we're gonna get out of here, but before we do, I want to hear, you are captain of Team North America. You took that on. You took that responsibility yourself. You said, I seen you on Twitter. You got a bone to lick, a bone to pick with Mr. Crimson. You know what I'm saying? I want to know. But I know you're obviously looking for that run back. But let me just get your general thoughts going in, or a message you want to send to EU ahead of the rivalry.
Well, NA versus EU, just, enjoy the show. Go and see that exhibition. Go enjoy EVO. Enjoy. Everybody in the FTC is going to be there. I'm going to see you guys there, Rynge and David. And
oh, yeah.
Just go support the community, even if you're going to travel there. See the content. And if you see something you don't like, just, give the advice, give the feedback. But please enjoy that. And that's the most important thing, that it's fun. Even if we win, if we lose, we're going to win. But that's what matters, that people enjoy it. And something that I want to get off my chest is that even if I won with Luke already got the collars unblocked, and I used Birdie in the tournament, so I want Birdie's collar unblocked. That's what I want. I was worrying about that. Okay. I was thinking about picking Birdie for the last game, but no. Unlock Birdie collars, please.
That's what
I wanted to say.
I'm glad.
I don't know if we have that power, but
I used them.
It's true. You did. You used them, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's not up to us, dude. But, you can make your case. Hey, congrats again, dude. You played great. Very, very well deserved. And we will see you next weekend at EVO.
See you guys. Take care.
All right, bud.